This winter, Coronation Street is gearing up for one of its most daring, emotional, and boundary-breaking storylines to date, a story that's already leaving fans anxious, intrigued, and deeply unsettled. The spotlight falls on Theo Silverton and Todd Grimshaw, a couple whose relationship has taken a dark and twisted turn. What began as a sweet, passionate connection between two people trying to find love in their own way is now transforming into something far more sinister. And according to producers, the tension, manipulation, and heartbreak are only just beginning. The ITV soap, known for pushing the limits of realism and emotion, is stepping into new territory by focusing on domestic abuse in a same-sex relationship, a topic rarely explored in mainstream television. But this isn't just another storyline, it's a mirror to something that happens far too often in real life but is almost never shown on screen. Over the next few weeks, Coronation Street will unravel this devastating tale piece by piece, leading up to a special, format-breaking episode set to air just before Christmas. Unlike anything fans have seen before, this upcoming episode will focus almost entirely on Todd and Theo's relationship, digging deep into the emotional chaos that defines their private lives. The show's creative team has promised a bold shift in storytelling style, something experimental, raw, and deeply immersive. This isn't just about showing what happens, but about making the audience feel it, the confusion, the fear, and the heartbreaking realization that love can sometimes become a weapon. Producer Kate Brooks, who has overseen some of the show's most memorable arcs, explained that this story has been a slow burn by design. "It's a really important story," she said. "We wanted to show how something like this develops over time. We've seen Todd fall for this guy who seems charming but complicated, someone who's been through a lot. But as their relationship grows, the darker sides of Theo begin to emerge." Brooks went on to describe Theo as a complex man who's given up everything for Todd, his family, his comfort, even his sense of belonging. And while Todd initially sees this as romantic devotion, it slowly becomes clear that Theo's sacrifices come with strings attached. His need for control grows stronger, and his manipulative behavior becomes impossible to ignore. By the time Todd begins to realize something is wrong, he's already trapped in a web of emotional abuse, one woven through guilt, dependence, and fear. Brooks admitted that Theo's true colors are only now starting to show. "He's a dark character," she explained. "He's really going to manipulate Todd. He's very good at gaslighting him, at making Todd question his own reality." The storyline is deeply personal, not just for the characters, but for what it represents. Coronation Street worked closely with Gallup, a UK charity that supports LGBTQ+ people experiencing abuse and violence, to ensure the depiction felt authentic and responsible. Brooks said that the team learned some shocking truths in the process: how common abuse can be in same-sex relationships, and how often it goes unrecognized. "The statistics are really quite shocking," she revealed. "It's important we shine a light on that. Fans can expect a tone shift as the storyline intensifies." Brooks confirmed that the upcoming episodes will feel darker, more cinematic, and more emotionally charged than anything the show has done before. "I watched the special episode this morning," she said, "and I was honestly stunned. It's so powerful, so different, that I had to watch it again just to process what I'd seen. It's something that hasn't been done before, not just in Coronation Street, but in soaps in general." The emotional weight of this story lies in its realism. Todd isn't a weak character. He's someone who truly believes he's helping the man he loves. He sees Theo's pain, his insecurities, and the trauma that shaped him, and he believes that love can heal it. But that's what makes the story so tragic. In trying to fix Theo, Todd loses himself. He becomes isolated, confused, and emotionally dependent, which is exactly where Theo wants him. Meanwhile, the rest of Weatherfield remains blissfully unaware. Todd's friend Sarah Barlow, his caring confidant, and George Shuttleworth, his loyal boss, both have his best interests at heart, but they can't see what's happening behind closed doors. Even as Theo's controlling behavior escalates, Todd hides the truth, afraid of judgment and desperate to protect the illusion of love he's built around this man. Online, viewers are already calling for Todd to run, with social media flooded by comments like "Theo's a monster" and "Todd, get out while you can." But Brooks says that's the exact emotional conflict they wanted to create. "It's easy to say just leave from the outside," she said. "But for people in these situations, it's not that simple. Todd loves Theo. He believes there's still good in him, that he can change. That's what makes it so heartbreaking to watch." The upcoming episodes will not only show the abuse intensifying but will also start to reveal cracks in Theo's control. Slowly, other characters will begin to sense something's wrong. A look, a word, a small sign of fear from Todd, it'll be enough to make them question what's really happening. And when the truth finally comes out, it will shock the entire community. Brooks made it clear that the story's goal isn't to create sympathy for Theo or their relationship, it's to root for Todd's survival. "We're not supporting this couple," she said. "We're supporting Todd. We want him to realize that what's happening isn't love, it's control, it's abuse." The winter storyline promises promises not just emotional drama but a wake-up call to viewers everywhere. It's a reminder that abuse doesn't always look like violence, it can hide behind charm, affection, and promises of love. Sometimes it's the quiet manipulation, the guilt trips, and the emotional isolation that leave the deepest scars. As Christmas approaches and the special episode airs, fans will see Coronation Street at its most experimental, playing with structure, tone, and emotion in ways that will challenge what people expect from a soap opera. It's set to be haunting, thought-provoking, and deeply human. And as Weatherfield's cobbles glisten under the winter lights, one truth will echo louder than ever: behind every closed door, there's a story no one sees. And sometimes, the most dangerous monsters are the ones who say, "I love you."